My guest today is Marcos Giron. We're here at the Dallas Open, an ATP 250 event that's being played over at the campus of SMU, and it's great to have professional tennis back after a little bit of a layoff here in Dallas. Marcos, you won the Challenger doubles here a couple of years ago. What made you want to come into Dallas this time?
Well, I've always actually had amazing experiences in Dallas. I love playing here, and I've stayed with the Case family in years past, and she's been coming out and supporting me every match so far. And so I've always played well here. To be honest, even in singles, like I had great memories winning doubles, but even in singles, I had tough matches. I think I made semis and lost to Kruger in a battle. And I lost to Fritz the year before, like in a battle and so I lost to two guys who won it. So honestly, I play well in Dallas usually, and everyone here is just so nice, and they love tennis, and it's a fun atmosphere to play in.
Well, we're talking to you here on Wednesday, and Marcos had a win today. He played well, a three-setter against from Great Britain, Liam Broady. What were some of the keys to you being able to come back in this match?
You know, honestly, Liam was playing phenomenal in the first set. Like, I was holding on, and I kind of gave him the break with 2-0 faults, but he played a phenomenal match, honestly. Super clean. He went up a break, playing really well, and I just had to adjust. You know, he was just playing aggressive tennis. Any opportunity he had, he was taking it, and so I had to get a little bit more aggressive myself, and I was able to sneak a break early on, and then I adjusted my return and gave him different looks, and he started making a few more mistakes, and I played better, and so it was an absolute battle, but you know, everyone here is good.
So he'll have another match against a tough American, the opponent still to be determined as of the time we're doing this interview. You may have been watching some of it on Tennis Channel. I figure you probably are also maybe flipping over, if you're a sports fan, and watching some of the Olympics. And Marcos, you were an Olympian for the United States. Not in like biathlon or any of these, it was in tennis, but what's your feeling as you watch an Olympiad now, having had that experience?
You know, I absolutely love the Olympics. Growing up, every Summer Olympics and Winter Olympics, I'd always watch. You know, with Usain Bolt winning it, and then Shaun White. I love skiing, and so Shaun White was always an absolute legend. And they're all just amazing athletes. And so I was a super active kid, and so I loved all the sports. And so I was stoked to get the opportunity to go there. Of course, it would have been nice to have been able to actually see fans and maybe have done better. But it was cool playing Kei Nishikori in Japan. But it's amazing seeing the discipline that all these athletes have. You know, it's a lot of these other sports. It's not maybe like tennis where we have the Grand Slams, but for them that is everything. And so it's really cool being able to see like the dedication, the sacrifice, and how much it means to them. And it's really amazing.
Last question for you. So I have a niece who's a good junior player. She's 14, about to be 15, so I watch the junior tennis, and I think about the different paths people go. And in tennis, everybody has their own path. Some go to college, some don't. You chose to go to college at UCLA. He did very well there, won a national singles title. Why was that a good path for you getting to the pros?
Well, I think everyone has their own path. And for me, I was a good junior, but I wasn't amazing. Like I was good in the nation, but I wasn't like the #1 player in the world at my age. And so. And also, I think I had a different track. Like, when I played juniors, I played mostly in California and the States, and I didn't travel that much. And so for me, I didn't have that exposure to the traveling. And I'm really happy I went to college. I think I wouldn't have been tough enough out of juniors. Just everybody is so tough. I mean, everyone's trying to make a living with it. And so it gave me a few years to really develop as a person, physically and mentally. And still, even so, coming out of college, it was still really tough to adjust to actually traveling 30 weeks a year. But I think everyone has their own path, and because somebody does really well at 18 doesn't mean that you can't make it at 24, 25. And so, yeah.
All right. Well, Marcos is making it in Texas, California. And Marcos, congratulations on the win today.
Thank you.
And we'll look for more from him at the Dallas Open this week. For Marcos Giron, I'm Rush Olson.
Thank you.